Hi Year 6, this is your Wednesday the 3rd of March maths lesson. Now something that you'll come across all the time and you'll come across in secondary school as well is where you've got to find a missing digit or a missing number, okay? So quite often you'll have to use the inverse operation to get to whatever it is you've got to solve. So for example here, number 9 here, where we've got a missing digit here. So we've got 4.35 plus something equals 6.24. And this is the missing number here, something that's missing. Because it's an addition, I think I'm going to need to use a subtraction, which is the inverse, to find out what is missing here. So if I want to do an inverse, it's very important that you line up your decimal point, really, really important. This is my number here. And now I can do my inverse operation to find out which digit is missing from here. 4 subtract 5 or 4 take away 5, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to do some exchanging. So 14 subtract 5 would give me 9. Remember, you can always use your ruler as a number line if you're not confident with these things. Can I do 1 subtract 3 or 1 take away 3? No. To do some exchanging over here. Here we are. So 11 take away 3 is 8. Do not forget your decimal point. 5 take away 1. Sorry, 5 take away 4 is 1. So I think this is the number that's missing from here. Let's do a quick addition just to check. So 4.35 plus 1.89. Let's check and see if I want to get to 6.24. So 5 plus 9 is 14. 8 plus 3 is 11, but I've got 1. Mustn't forget this one here. 12. Don't forget your decimal point. 4. Yay! Brilliant. So I know that I've done okay with that one. So basically I have used an inverse operation to find a missing digit. Okay, shall we try it with one that's slightly more difficult? Actually, I'm just going to lean over Mrs. Stubbs, I'm very sorry. Oh, just because I need my cloth. Okay, let's have a look at something in C here. I can see one here that looks quite interesting. So I've got a missing digit here at the beginning of the calculation. Okay, something plus 0.14 equals 0.371. Okay, the reason I've chosen this one is because you've got different numbers or different amounts of digits after the decimal point. So I've got a number here that's got 2 to 2 decimal places, number here that's to 3 decimal places. So I need to be very, very careful when I'm lining this up, that I line up my decimal points. So it looks a little bit strange, doesn't it, lined up like that? But I've made sure that I've lined up my decimal points. So again, I'm going to do the inverse operation to try to calculate. So I'm going to put a 0 in here just to help me as a placeholder. Mrs. Stubbs mentioned a placeholder. I'm just going to hold that place, okay? So 1 take away 0, still got 1. 7 take away 4 is 3. 3 subtract 1 is 2. Decimal point in the right place. 0 take away 0 is 0. So I think, oh, I haven't got enough room here in my box, so let's have a look. 0.231 plus 0.14 equals 0.371. Let's do an addition to check, shall we? Here we are. Always line up your decimal points, always line them up. So I'm doing an addition to check. Let's do a placeholder again. 1 plus 0 is 1, 3 plus 4 is 7, 2 plus 1 is 3. Hooray! I got to the right answer, so I know that actually 0.231 plus 0.14 equals 0.371. So, have a look carefully on this sheet, choose A, B or C. There's a lot of work there, and it does say if you've got a calculator you can use one. I don't know whether you need one for some of these really, possibly for some of C, but have a look and see what you think. Now, something else that you come across is these type of missing number problems where, so let's have a look at this one, shall we? Where you've got a calculation and they've just got a digit missing instead of a whole number. So let's have a look and see if we can work out the missing digits from this one. And these can sometimes be a bit more tricky actually. So I've got the answer. My answer is 563, but I've got these digits missing. So I'm going to need to have a careful look. Well, 8 plus something is 3. Well, that must be 13, because you can't have an addition where you get to a smaller number. So 8 plus what is 13? Let's have a think. Well, 5. So I've worked that one out. So 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay. Now I've got to work out over here, something plus 0 is 6. Well, 6 plus 0 is 6. And then 3 plus something here, 3 plus 2 is 5. Do I think that's okay? What do I think? Let's have a little check over here. Just check that I think that I've done that correctly. Let me see. 8 plus 5 is 13. 6 plus 0 is... Oh, I haven't allowed for this, have I? Let's have a little adjust. There we are. That's much better. Okay, 5 plus 1 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. So you see how sometimes you may need to do a little check because it's these ones that they haven't put in that's there to try and trick you. Okay, so have a little look at those. Should we do one more of those? Let's do one more of those, shall we? Let's see. I don't know whether I'm brave enough to do a subtraction. Shall I try one? Let's try one and see. Okay. Oh, okay, so I've got one here where there's a missing digit there, another missing digit there, so something subtract something is 63. So something subtract 3 is 3. Well, that's got to be 6, surely. 6 take away 3 is 3. Okay. 1 take away something is 6. What? Oh gosh, this is where it's all going to get tricky. Well, it must be, let me think, 6 plus, oh, what would it be, Mrs. Stubbs? 6 plus 5 is 11? What am I?
Yes, I think that might need to be a 5.
So let's have a go. 11. And that would have been 11, so I've got to think that that would be 11 there, and I've stolen one from there. That makes sense, because something take away 2. So what number am I going to put in there? Something take away 2, 5, 3, so 3. Shall I try that out and see if that works? These are tricky, these ones, aren't they? You really have to think. Should we see if this works? 6 take away 3 is 3. 1 take away 5 I can't do. 11 take away 5 is 6. 2 take away 2. Yay! I did it. So they are a bit tricky, these ones. You have to think even as an adult, but just have a little test out like I did. Just test it out. Just think to yourself, what do I know already? What might it look like? And have a little go. Okay, so I'll put those sheets at the end. Good luck, Year 6.